Wow. That's how high up I am. Where the clouds is just within arm's reach. Uh, yeah. And then over here is kind of, you know what I'm saying, clear. Kind of clear. Look like it's gonna rain, but more than likely it's not. And then further out, you can see the sun. That's crazy. It's beautiful, man. Straight beautiful. Yeah, for all of you all that say, man, where's his kids at? He claimed that he got his kids. You can hear him in the background. Man, he lying. He ain't got his kids there. Who them children? As some people in the South say, who them children making all that noise? All right, well, we're gonna do another video. You know what I'm saying? Let's go down here to the lab. Make some magic happen, man. We're gonna talk about this broke thing, this broke stuff, you know what I mean? People in America crying broke. We're gonna go ahead and address it, you know what I'm saying? Because the reality of it is people are not really broke as much as they think they are. You know what I mean? Because if they really are broke, let me tell you something. Then what am I? I must be broker than broke. Because if the average American is broke, then I'm definitely broker than broke. You know what I mean? But we gonna get to it. We gonna get to it. You know we gonna get to it. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and unlock this door here. You know what I'm saying? And then we gonna get into that thing, you know? You know how we do. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. Yo, what's going on? What's happening? I'm living out of the USA, out of the country. And I must admit, you know what I'm saying, to all my haters, they're right. You know, I'm out of touch. I'm out of the loop. You know, I don't know what's going on in America, and the only way that I can find out what's going on in America is the internet. You know what I'm saying? Social media such as YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. And what I'm seeing is crazy. You know, people are broke. They crying broke. They're not able to pay their bills. You know, you have some middle class people that are so desperate for food, and the price of food is going up to the point where they just running in the grocery store stealing and walking back out. It is crazy to me. And I must admit, I'm detached. I'm out of the loop. Because that's not how my life is here in this country that I'm living in. I'm able to grow my own food. I'm able to pay for my own food. I'm able to save my money because I was smart. I knew I didn't have that much money before I left America. I knew that it was going to be, you know, a little bit, it was going to be a bumpy road, a bumpy ride to get out of America to get here to the country that I'm living in. I'm what you call broke in the pockets, but not in mind. My mind is where the wealth resides, and that's how I got here. And I'm here to tell you, to be real with you, there's no way in the world. Now, I'm looking at social media. That's what I'm going by. But there's no way in the world I could live out of a storage unit, sleep in my car, in school buses, on someone else's floor. That's a mentality that's broken. That it doesn't make a difference how more or less of money that you have in your pocket. If you can't use your mind to get out your current situation, then I don't know what to tell you. But the reality of it is that you're broke. And your mind needs to be fixed. If you continue to live a lifestyle where you lack or don't have, when you continue to support a country called America that shits on its U.S. citizens, you're not broke in the pockets, you're broke in the mind. If you can't see it's time for you to get out and take the dollar bill, the USD, and move abroad and make that, turn that dollar into 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 times the amount that it is in America. You're being too loyal and faithful to a country that is not loyal and faithful to you. Americans have helped build the infrastructure of America. And what do you get in thanks? In return, what is the thanks that you get? Hyperinflation, funflation, stagflation, shrinkflation, high food prices, tariffs put on you that you didn't even agree with. You got to pay tariffs. A corrupt, greedy government. This is what you get. This is the gratitude that you get for being faithful and loyal to a country that's not faithful and loyal to you. You're not broken in the pockets. You're not broke in the pockets. You're broke in the mind. You don't even realize that you're in a relationship where America, that's the relationship that you're in, where she's cheating on you. And you keep on making excuses. Like as if this bitch ain't nothing but like she's more than just a hoe. You making excuses. She gave you all types of STDs. And you still with the bitch. Which I don't understand. American companies and corporations as well as politicians are greedy. And they cheated their way to get to the top. So what makes you think a person such as myself is not going to do that? I mean, as the slogan goes, what did they say? As when in Rome, do as the Romans do. So I'm never going to be without. I'm never going to go without. I'm always going to look out for my best interests. And it's just that plain and simple. And no, if you decide that you want to leave the country because she's not treating you right, America that is, know that you weren't defeated. You're not a weak-minded person. No, you're just looking out for yourself. And you're leaving before the before the ship finally sinks. That plain and simple. A lot of Americans are not broken in pockets and broken their pockets. They broken their mind. Because see, my mind is not broken. So therefore I could turn $1 into 2, and 2 into 3, and 4 into 5, and 5 into 6, etc. You trying to find a blueprint. You trying to find the right ticket to escape. In other words, you're trying to put a price on freedom. But freedom is free. So why not just pick up and get the fuck out, no matter whatever it takes. You got to max out your credit cards. Don't give a fuck about your credit scores. This is crazy to me. That all we are nothing but numbers in America. Whether it's your credit score, social security number, tax ID number, driver's license number, etc. Don't you understand that this is nothing but a game? And the people that created the game are the ones that's winning now. The reason why they're winning is because not only have they created the game, but they cheat in order to win it. And as my brother would say, this is the type of mentality that I'm on. By any means necessary, I'm going to do whatever I got to do. And I don't care what anyone thinks about me. All I know is I'm going to win. A lot of people are not broke in their pockets like they think they are. They're truly broke in their minds. Their mind is broken. And they're not utilizing the power that they possess. That's in their mind. It's not in their pockets. Take it from me. Real shit. Take it from me. I'm broken and broke. According to the Americans. My wealth resides up here though. And I've managed to have a peace of mind. Something that the average successful, rich and wealthy person doesn't have. Yeah, they may have assets like boats and several houses. Got a 401k. Nice savings account. They invested in stocks and bonds and their net worth may be 4.5 million. But they still broke. It doesn't make a difference how much more or less money that you have in your pocket. That's not what makes you broke. It's the state of mind. All of that money, all of those assets, all of that power that you have, and you still don't have the power enough to gain a peace of mind because you're chasing after that dollar bill. Called fiat notes. Fiat notes that's printed up. Maybe it may be daily, weekly, or monthly. Fiat notes that's printed up by the U.S. Treasury. Now I want to ask you a question. How long does it take the average human being to make $1 million? In comparison to how long does it take the U.S. Treasury to print it up? And if you can rightfully answer that question, then you know this shit ain't nothing but a game. And I'm here to win. And winning is just that plain and simple, being able to have a peace of mind. Because a peace of mind is priceless. You can't put a price on a peace of mind. You can't buy it and neither can you sell it. Trust me when I tell you. I got a brother named Pretty Ricky. I've already said this before, but I'm going to say it again. The man told me, yo, I got 2 luxury cars sitting in my front yard. A nice house. I'll make as we would say in the 90s, buku's amount of money. But yet and still, I admire you. And he was talking about me. How can a man have what he has? And in comparison to what he has, I ain't got shit. Not a pot to piss in. Not even a shirt to wear on my back. To put on my back, as you can see. But yet and still, he admires me. Because I'm not broke. I'm not broken. And I manage to get a peace of mind before I die. Y'all busy chasing that paper. Trying to live this lifestyle. And when it's all said and done, it'll be all for nothing. All for nothing. For all you Gen Zs out there. I know it hurts. You want to get out your mother's house and be on your own, and you don't have that opportunity. Why? Because 1 bedrooms nowadays go for $2,000-$3,000 a month. When you break down the bills, you rent $2,000-$3,000 a month. And these are so-called luxury apartments. But they be like hood-like apartments. It's always something wrong. Granite table and shit got cracks in it, or they talk about how the bathroom is this and that, and the faucets, what is it, the faucet and shit dropping off in the bathroom and shit like that, like all types of shit. The nozzle, of the hot and cold water be dropping off and shit. Fucking place falling apart. And they talking about it's a luxury ass apartment. So you paying $2,000-$3,000 for a piece of shit. Then you gotta pay for your food, lights, light bill, water bill, all of that shit. You ain't got that fucking money. So now you got to go back to your parents' home or back to your mother's house or father's house and tell them, hey, listen, I can't really give you no deadline on when I'm leaving. You feel defeated. You thought that was going to be your last day living with your mother and your father, and you told them, I'm out for good. And you started adding up all of that. The next thing you know, you like, nah, I can't go out there. I'm going to have to come back home and let my moms and my pops know that, yo, I can give you a deadline or a date and time, when I can leave. It's really never worry. You ain't got to never worry about me. I'm going to be sleeping in that same ass room that I was sleeping in when I was 16 years old going to high school. Because this economy is crazy. And it's not your fault. I would tell you to save up your money while you're at your parents' house and travel. See if there's something out there that's bigger and better for you. And I think I've said it before in this video. Travel abroad and see just how far your money stretches while the US dollar is worth something. Excuse me, while the US dollar is still worth something. Like, you got to start thinking about yourself. And when you start thinking about yourself, and for those that have a family, when you start thinking about yourself as well as your family, then you'll start to see that your mind is at work and that you're truly whole. Again, because these people don't give a flying fuck about you, especially if you black. I saw on the internet that the CEO of Target wants to have a sit down with Al Sharpton. And I'm like, to discuss, why black people are not patronizing or, going in Target stores and buying stuff. How can, the CEO of Target wants to know how can they get black consumers back in Target stores. And they want to discuss, the CEO of Target wants to discuss this shit with Al Sharpton, as if Al Sharpton is our leader and he speaks on the behalf of black people. And the reality of it is that the only reason why the CEO of Target wants to have a sit down with Al Sharpton is because his side chick, the one that he's fucking, the CEO of Target, his side chick, the one that he's fucking, he's not able to pay her mortgage for her house this month. That's the only reason why. This shit is nothing but a game. And this is crazy. But my family will tell you that if you sit down and play the game called Monopoly, and that's what we're playing with Langston, he's going to cheat. And the reason why, I'll agree with my family on that. The reason why I'm going to cheat is because I'm going to be on Broadwalk and Park Place. Not, if I'm not mistaken, the cheapest land, which is the hood, Baltic Avenue and Mediterranean Avenue. I'm not. It's the American way. While you all are walking around like your shit don't stink, you doing everything the right way. I don't know what the fuck you going for. You're the most outstanding citizen of the year, some shit. I'm breaking all types of rules. I'm doing whatever it takes to get a peace of mind. Because I know that this is nothing but a game being played. And I'm in it to win it. A lot of people are not broke in the pockets. They're broke as far as when it comes to their state of mind. Because I can turn $1 into $2. And $2 into $3 and $4 into $5. In other words, I can make things happen. Why are Americans sleeping in storage units? Sleeping in cars? Settling for less when you don't have to? You don't. All you have to do is prioritize your life. All you have to do is put you first. But I know a lot of you all won't listen to this sermon that I'm preaching. That you're waiting for your politician to fix this. You got faith in him. Or if you're not into politics, then you waiting for, you're religious. You're waiting for God to save you. And if you're waiting for a politician and a God that you can't see to come and save you, then you're truly broke in the mind. Real talk. I'm going to do whatever it takes. I got this comment, on one of my videos. This I don't know if it was a guy or a girl. And these days, it's like men be asking these questions too. I be thinking it's women that be asking this shit, but it be guys. Like, this guy, our girl, was like, yo, why every couple of months you just, pick up and move to another house or whatever have you. And like, just being nosy nowadays is just weird to me. It's like you this close to being a fanatic. Like you just, why do you want to know so much about me? But I'm going to give you the answer that you are looking for. And that answer, the reason why I move so much is because I can. That's why. Because I don't give a fuck about what people think, what people say. I live on my own terms. And it's so crazy that the same questions that you ask me, you'll never ask the rich and wealthy. You'll never ask Warren Buffett that question. You'll never ask Bill Gates that question. Elon Musk, the Rothschilds, the Trumps, the Bushes, the Rockefellers. You'll never ask them those type of questions. But you'll ask me that question. And the answer is because I can. God damn it. And I will continue to do it. As long as that makes me happy. As long as I have my peace of mind. Because that's the goal. That's the objective. Wherever I go. I don't ever want to lose that. I could lose money. Because money it's nothing but a tool. It's a resource. And most Americans, overall people, don't know how to use money. It's like y'all are ass backwards with the shit. You allow money to use you. No way in the fuck I'll be the horror stories that I hear. There's no way in the world I would go through that shit. Sleeping 2 to 3 hours and working at one job and then going to another and you ain't got no days off and shit. Man, fuck that. While your health is steadily dwindling. In between you eating bullshit and all. Man, please. Miss me with that. Miss me with that. Life is not about money. Life is about having a peace of mind. And sometimes you got to break the rules in order to get it. Are you willing to do that? Or are you just willing to walk that straight line that they told you to walk? You did exactly what they told you to do. Go to school, graduate, further your education, get a college degree, get into the work field, go corporate, invest, and do all of this shit. And now you ain't got a pot to piss in. Just like me. But it's one thing that I know that you don't have that I got, and that's a peace of mind. That's real talk. And I was willing to do whatever it took, or whatever it takes, whatever it took to gain it. Even if it meant leaving a country that I was born and raised in. That plain and simple. So the choice is yours. A lot of people, in specific, Americans, are not broke in their pockets. They're broke in their mind.